All right, time now is 11:24. Holy shit. This is horrifying. I look like a completely different person now. I there it just looks like something's missing. It just looks like I'm it just looks like something's missing. After having that facial hair for a long time, it just looks like something's missing. It's gonna take some time for me to get used to this, let alone for other people to get used to this, but holy shit. Wow, this is horrifying. This is actually horrifying. I look fake. I look like I'm CGI. Okay. I slept from 3. I'm gonna try and not look at myself. Why did I decide to shave? You know? But at the same time, I also kind of want to shave because I just want a new look, that's all. But wow, this is horrifying. This is actually horrifying. Um, I've never seen myself like this. Like, why is my mouth so small? I feel like um I feel like one of the reasons why my mouth is so small is because the last time I shaved, it was the end of 2020, and over the course of 2021, my face continued to enlarge. So now, after I've removed the mustache, I really see the size of my mouth now. Okay, anyways, I slept from 3:30 to 11. Um yeah, last night I found the package shaved and I look like this now. Um at around 7:50 I got woken up, not because I woke up naturally, but because Cindy from the other room. And Cindy was talking to her friend or something, and she was so emotional about it. Like, she constantly yelled and screamed and laughed, and I just. She's so extremely loud. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. So I decided to just get off my bed, and I didn't do this immediately. I waited for a while, but it didn't stop. I waited for like 10 minutes. So I walked out in my pajamas out of this room to her room, knocked on her door, and asked her, "Can you be a little bit more quiet?" Turns out Jared, the white guy, is also awake and is taking a shower as well. And he heard me first before Cindy did. And he's like, "Oh, are you knocking on Cindy's door?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I was sleepy." And that's it. So, definitely not the quietest roommate ever. First the music, then this. Um, but yeah, that is all. So today I'm not gonna do too much. I haven't finished watching Star Wars. I will watch My Neighbor Totoro tonight. I'm gonna do a couple album reviews. I have a college class. I will go to Nijia Market to buy food. And one good thing about shaving in these times is that you can just wear a mask and it would make no difference. I still can't. I still don't get used to it. Like, I feel like I look even more white, even more European after I've shaved. Like, it really looks like I'm mixed. I don't know. But, yeah, that is all, actually. That is all. Last night I got curious and went through Instagram, went to Pepper's Instagram and see what sort of people she follows too. That Japanese woman I told you about, Aika, she's also made short films in Japan, and it's so friggin' interesting that a lot of people are just like, I always watch short films that are either in English or in Cantonese, but seeing such a short film with such a bad quality in not bad, but in such an amateur quality in other countries and other languages just made me realize, damn, There's so many people out there just like me. I really want to get to know more people among the films people, you know. I really want to. So hopefully I can also at the same time take a jab at the film circle in my in the college. Yeah. I don't freaking know. And then hopefully, if I get to UCLA or USC or something like that, I can join these Hong Kong Student Association members and do stuff like, you know, just join in. Yeah. I even, like, before I came to LA, I even dreamed of, like, joining the HKSA in my college and then doing some sort of crazy joint activity between the Japanese and the Korean and us. And now I'm still struggling to make friends. I'm so bad, man. I'm so bad at this. It's ridiculous how bad I am. Like if JT has a goal like this, she would probably accomplish it, you know. But I just can't. I'm still an underdog. Well, I'm not really that much of an underdog. But back in secondary school days, I am an underdog. I was such a friggin' underdog, you have no idea. But yeah, that's all. That's all, really. Man, I wonder how is tomorrow gonna go. Wednesday's gonna be extremely awkward. It's gonna be really awkward. It's going to be very freaking awkward. It's I wonder if Pepper knows that I've noticed this. I don't think Pepper has. Maybe Pepper's smarter than I thought she is, or maybe she's dumber than I thought she is. There is no telling. Okay, there's no telling. All right, I what the fuck is this face? This is my resting face. This is weird, man. So, time now is 5:10 p.m. I realized that I have accidentally deleted some videos on my phone again for some goddamn reason. Like, I filmed a Tootsie Roll reaction video because I've never had Tootsie Rolls before, and the video is gone. It's deleted. So I need to react to it all over again. So I'm gonna do that. And then I will actually, like, after this I'm just gonna go out and just go to Nijia Market and buy stuff and then come back home and then that's it. Um so the Northman. I actually have many things to do. Film 40 homework. Last night I got Spanish homework and after finishing like most of it, I began to realize that the homework I'm doing, I'm not even supposed to be doing it because it's beyond my understanding. We haven't taught this part yet. And then I realized, hold on, what the heck? So I went back to the main page. Turns out this is homework for this Friday. It's so weird. And then I realized that like the mustache I have, I haven't shaved it since February of 2020. That is a huge deal. It's 2 years and 3 months. 2 years and 3 months of facial hair, and I cut it off. Like this facial hair has accompanied me through so much, and now it's gone. I still am not like used to this at all. And back in early 2020, my face structure is still a little different. Like my face structure has drastically changed over the last 2 years. This is why my mouth seems small right now. It's because my cheekbones have expanded sideways. Like this is why this face is just unrecognizable, really. Um, yeah, Jesus Christ, I can't. I look so fucking weird. Um, of, what else am I gonna say? So I'm not gonna go downstairs and jog this week because I got stuff to do. Maybe next week. And I want to watch The Northman. I don't know if I want to watch it on Friday or Thursday because on Thursday there's one in Playa Vista at 7:15, which means A, I won't be able to have dinner. B, I can have dinner, but it'll be a super short dinner. And okay, on Thursday, let's say class ends at 5 p.m. and then I immediately cook, and then I immediately eat, and then it's already 6. And then if I go to a bus stop and go to Playa Vista at 6, it's like, So you know what? I'd rather immediately leave after my Spanish class, go to Playa Vista, watch the film, and then after the film's over at around 9 p.m., I come back home and cook myself dinner. I think that's even better. That's a better plan. Um, yeah, I think this Thursday work because on Friday I need to go to work at the water and the well, and I also got like a Zoom meeting thing on Friday. I hope there is one because I want to be screenwriting club vice chairperson or something, and or editing club, but editing club's out of the window because editing club meetings are Thursday 4 p.m. I have a Spanish class at that point, but screenwriting is Friday 5 p.m. and I think I can make it. So there's that. All right, time now is 7:06. I'm back. I'm back from the supermarket. This is $37.6. This is way more expensive than I thought it would be, by the way. Way more. Holy crap. But the upside is that now I have tons of food. So I got cherry tomatoes. I'm just gonna place them all right here. There's nobody in this apartment today. I scared them all away. Okay, so for meats, as promised, I got pork slices for shabu shabu, but really I'm frying it for my cup noodles, and I did buy fish in lieu of my rotten ground beef. This is kirimi, gindara kirimi. I don't even know what it is. I'm gonna fry it. All right. Ah, man. Konnyaku jelly. Yes. That'll be good dessert. That'll be really good dessert. I'll place it here. Oh crap, I need to place this. All right. Got 430 calorie cup noodle. This must be insane. And I don't even need to eat this week. I can eat it for next week. Oh my god. A can of Fanta. Just one can. I only need one can. I love it when supermarkets just sell like one can of soda in the USA. In Hong Kong it's common. In USA it's a little more uncommon. Also, as you can see, I opened up my bag of bok choy and cabbage a little bit to expose it to oxygen. And then finally, oh, there's more. Right, chives. Originally, I was looking for vegetable, and then I bought this, and then I realized, like, I selected this, and then I realized, oh, I actually need more. But who cares? I want to buy this anyways because it's been a long time. So here we go. And then, of course, rice. This thing is going to last me 2.5 months, so that's cool. Yes, I'm just going to keep it here. Just like I'm keeping the noodles on the ground right now. I know it's a fucking mess, but who cares? It's my bed, it's my room. Alright, freshly packed today. Super fresh black cod fish. Here we go. Yes. Fresh, even though it's still frozen. Okay. Good stuff. Potatoes, cabbage, and carrots. That's my dinner. That's my dinner, boys. Alright, lunch. Dinner is ready. I hope this cod is fully cooked. I'm upside down. Who cares? Is it not fully cooked? I can't even tell. Alright, time now is 9:48 p.m. on May 10th. So, I still look really weird. This is so unnatural. Um, yeah, I went to New Market. I went to supermarkets 3 days, three in a week. that is that is almost as ridiculous as going to the cinemas to watch a movie 4 days in a week. This is just insane, man. I'm insane. But yeah, I mean, what can I say? Yeah, went to Nijia Market, came back home, cooked myself a huge dinner, potatoes, fish, cabbage, carrots, garlic, lots of oil. I consumed so much oil today. And yet it's still not enough calories. So later I'm gonna drink some pineapple orange juice and then maybe I'll eat something for a snack. Um yeah, I'm just gonna wrap it up right now. I don't have a lot to say. Um I didn't have any human interactions today other than with myself. Some guy who's from FedEx who's supposed to pick up some package, and I said hi to Jared, the white guy, who's my roommate, and that's it. That's all the human interactions I've had today, as well as thank you to the cashier at Nijia Market. Like that's it. Um, Nothing else. So no news from the Chinese lady from the water in the well. No news from her. Like I asked her when should I go back. She no news, man. I look so fucking weird. Like with a mask on, like I look fine, but it's just one of those instances where the moment somebody takes off their mask, you realize how ugly they are, and then you see this face, like holy crap, I look like a snowman. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on, man. I really have no idea what's going on. This is awful. This is actually awful. My hair is awful. It's perking out at the sides. It's truly terrible. Um yeah, I'm definitely more of a facial hair guy. This is definitely like looks like something's missing. It looks like something's severely missing from my face. Uh, well, since Pepper already doesn't want to be my friend, I might as well scare her away. Um, yeah, I really don't have much to talk about. So, tomorrow is Wednesday, which means tomorrow I'm gonna be seeing Pepper and Thomas, and I'm curious what'll happen tomorrow. I'm really curious. Really throws back to the secondary school days when something huge happens and you're like, damn, I wonder what happens next morning. But this time we have to wait a whole week to figure out what happens next. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm just gonna do a prediction, and that is I and Pepper will not even speak to each other than hi. If Pepper voluntarily starts speaking to me at some point, I would be surprised. But I'm not gonna say anything to her, and I don't think she's gonna say anything to me. And I think I'll just walk back to the bus station with Thomas and just take a bus with him instead. And it really won't be much, really. It really won't be. So there's that. Um yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be making my 2000th YouTube video, and I've been trying to think for the last couple of days what to do for my 2000th video because I only realized, like, by the time I found out that I'm at 1997 videos, 1997 videos, I'm like, whoa, what? So I had to do something for my 2000th. Now, it must be a super important video, so it can't be like just a review or some live stream or something. So I realized what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video talking about why I don't speak Cantonese in my videos, and thus open a new YouTube channel where I basically do Cantonese videos instead. Yeah, this is going to grow back in a couple of weeks, I hope. I hope. Also, like 2 years ago, it takes 2 months to grow back. Like, but now my testosterone level should be a little higher because I'm more grown right now. So please grow back ASAP, man. This is horrifying. What the? I'm sorry. I know I'm talking a lot about my facial hair, but this is just. But I don't regret shaving because I need a change. I need a bit of a change, just for the sake of change, not for the sake of end result. I just want to shave something off, you know. And that's it. That's it for today. Not much else. I'm still going to watch The Northman on Thursday. I realized that the best time to watch The Northman is actually Monday. Um, Mondays are actually a really good time to watch something because Spanish class ends at 2:30, and then I get the best time to do anything is Monday actually. If I want to go to the water and the well on Friday and Saturday. But yeah, I'm gonna go watch Northman this Thursday anyways. And not much else. The mouse of my laptop is breaking apart. It's fucking breaking, man. Like it's double clicking when I'm not even double clicking. And it's been like this for the last 3 days. My phone also died like once, like a few days ago. But I hope it doesn't turn into huge issues. If my mouse does break down, I can just go to Amazon and order one. It's not that bad. And again, I can spend more money now. The thing is, I've already spent like $80, 80 something dollars worth of groceries in the last 4 days. So, the last 5 days? 4. Because I went to the supermarket yesterday and then I went to another one today. But I forgot to mention, wow, Nijia Market had a lot of stuff actually. Like a lot of cool stuff like croquettes and karaage fried chicken and sushi and like little rice bowls, like bentos, but not really bentos, like cheap bento, Like damn, like if I ever like run out of food ideas, I could just go there, buy a pack of sushi, come back here and eat it. Just like how back in Hong Kong, we go to Aeon in Taiku to buy a bunch of sushi and sashimi, and then we come back home that night and just eat it right there and then, Just Taiku vibes, living in the Hong Kong island. Everybody who lives on Hong Kong island knows what I'm talking about. Oh man, what the fuck's wrong with Pepper? What did I do wrong, man? What did I do wrong? I don't know what did I do wrong. Really don't. On a side note, Jonah randomly asked me when is my birthday yesterday, and I said September 7th. And how about you? I realize I should do this reciprocally as well. Like if somebody's kind to me, I should also be kind to them. If somebody says what's up once in a while to me, I should do this to them as well. So that's that. All right, time now is 11:46. What the heck? 11:46 a.m. on May 10th. May 11th. It's May 11th. Oh my God! What's the significance of May 11th? I forgot. But it's supposed to be. I feel like it's something important. May 11th. Oh. Oh, is it? No, wait. Is it the end of everything? Has it been 2 years since the end of everything? Holy shit! Yes, it is the end of everything. It's been 2 years. 2 years since the end of everything. Oh my God, it's been 2 years since I've seen Mary face to face in person. Wow. I've come so far, man. I've come so far. So, give it up for 2 years since the end of everything. I got a lot of things to celebrate. April 25th is reunion day. May 11th is the end of everything. And then on May 18th, it's Nick's birthday. So, a couple of things. I don't know why I say that all the time. But, I'm gonna try and, eat something nice. I don't know. What I'm gonna say is today's not gonna be all that complicated. No, not at all. I'm going to film an album review, an announcement video announcing my Cantonese channel. I'm gonna be doing some homework, editing college, and then of course going to college film 31 class, which is going to be very interesting. I had a good sleep. I slept from 3 a.m. to 10:40 something, but I went back to sleep. I turned off the alarm and I went back to sleep. Um, yeah, it was nice. It was actually nice. I actually got woken up by the alarm instead of waking up before the alarm rang, which is a good sign that I'm functioning normally again. Um, this is still a weird face, but I guess I'm getting to adjust to it. Another few things is, I spoke to Natalie a little bit yesterday, because why not? I told Natalie I shaved and I look like an infant, and Natalie's like, what? Bruh, I've never met a single person in my life who complains this much about his facial hair. And I'm like, what? I've not complained about my facial hair for a long time. Because for the last 2 years, when I had my mustache, I was like, okay, this is pretty good. And I just didn't really complain about it or care about it or anything. I just let it grow, and it's nice. And so I told Natalie, really, because for the last 2 years I didn't even complain much, because I already had facial hair. And then Natalie's like, well, in my recollection, you always complain about your facial hair. And then I realized, and then I also said, well, I guess it's been a while since I've been in your recollection. The me in your head is still me from 2019 and early 2020. It's been 2 years. And Natalie's like, yeah, I guess that's true. Which is kind of a depressing statement, really. Even though I and Natalie had hung out maybe 3 times, actually exactly 3 times between the end of everything and my departure of Hong Kong, I and Natalie would never be the same. We will never enter school the same day every single day, just meet each other, talk to each other every single day. It's different now. So, yeah, there is that. Unless Natalie watched my Thoughts Update videos, then I guess she will notice the gradual change in my personality and whatnot. Which is why I filmed these, actually, to document myself. Yeah, Potter finally saw my WhatsApp text, and he actually responded, unlike that other girl. And he said yes, he's moved. So he's moved, and he lives in somewhere around. I'm not gonna tell you. But he's moved. And then the Chinese lady from the Water in the Well also responded to my text, saying, "Oh, sorry for the late response. Call me if you have time." So I'm gonna call her a little bit later. Ouch. And that's it. So again, today has Film 31 class, and I don't really know what's gonna happen. I don't really know. Pepper comes off really nice on Instagram, like her Instagram stories where she hangs out with people, and she reposted a post of Everything Everywhere All at Once. Like, I've always wanted to watch a film in the theaters with Pepper, because Pepper's a film production major, same age as me, also came to the USA about the same time. I mean, I kind of want to go with her, but I never got the chance to, and it's so goddamn ironic. I wanted to watch the Batman. I asked her, she said no, then she watched the Batman. I wanted to watch Everything Everywhere All at Once. I asked Thomas said no. I wanted to ask Pepper, but Pepper's gone, and Pepper's seen it in the theaters now. And I kind of want to watch The Northman with her, but screw it, screw her. She doesn't like me. I get it now. Bye-bye. So yeah, I really don't know what's going to happen today in today's class. The relationship between me and Pepper is now even more interesting than what is being taught in the class. Like, is it going to be awkward? Will Pepper suddenly be really nice towards me? Like, I really want to know. But I feel like it's going to be the former. I feel like today we're just going to ignore each other and not say anything to each other, and then that's it. It's going to be very underwhelming and anticlimactic. Worst case scenario, she actually doesn't hate me and thinks something is wrong with me and starts questioning me, like, why are you ignoring me? What's up? Then in that case, I I would be fucking pissed. Because why are you pretending then? Why are you ignoring me then? But yeah, today's gonna be quite interesting, I reckon. So that's it. All right, time now is 4:07 p.m. I don't know why, but my hair just always looks terrible. Like I feel like I should just wash my hair like right now. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So yeah, nothing happened so far. The FedEx guy showed up and I gave him some packages from Cindy. So I really don't have much to say. I just want to talk. I just feel like talking. I don't know what's gonna happen, man. I'm not that stressed about it, to be honest, because I can pretty much predict what's gonna happen today in film class. But it's still stressing me out a little, you know? I feel like I'm doing something wrong because for the last 4 or 5 hours I didn't do much. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I mean, I filmed 3 YouTube videos and uploaded 2. I also spent some time organizing my YouTube channel, and it's nice. It's nice. I also called the Chinese lady from the well, and she wanted me to work not 1, not 2, but 3 days in a week at the well, which is a little excessive. But think about it. Potter works at his restaurant 2 days a week, and every day about 6 hours, so that's 12 hours. Now, I'm a little busier than Potter, and on Friday 5 p.m. I got the screenwriting club meeting, and so I told the Chinese lady. So I asked her if I could come later, and she said yes. So she said probably you can do 7 p.m. to 10. So that's 3 hours. That's not a lot. Okay, for Saturday, she wants me to do 5 p.m., 5:30 to 9, I believe, or 5 to 9:30. So, okay, I think that's fine, but I'll have super early dinner. And then she also wants me to do a Monday because she wants me to work on one weekday aside from Friday. So I said I'm free on Mondays. So she said, okay, how about Monday 6 to 10 or something like that. So 4 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. That is about 11 hours, 11 and a half actually. So yeah, I guess it works. I know it's a lot, but also not really because, you know, it's smaller hours, but more times in a week. But yeah, that's all. So my schedule will be a little bit packed from now on. Adding on to the fact that I also got my own stuff to do, like running around the block, doing push-ups. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave and go eat at Sansai Japanese Grill restaurant. I'm gonna order something small, full of calories, eat it up, yay. I'm feeling a little hungry now, which is good. And then tonight, I'm gonna come back home and I'm gonna eat a jelly, ice cream, oranges, and hopefully that reaches my calorie count. Jesus Christ, it's so windy and cold for some reason. Like, according to Google, it's supposed to be 18 degrees, but it feels more like 14 degrees right now. Alright, here we go. $12.6, spicy chicken plate. I forgot to bring water, but thank God they got water. Alright, it's 5:36. Let's walk to the campus. Wow, that took a long ass time. I don't know why, even though I only ate the thing for about 30 minutes, it felt like an entire hour. It was such a long process. But when I arrived at the restaurant, I suddenly remembered that I forgot to bring my water bottle. And then after when I was ordering, I thought to myself, okay, I could just order a soda, but it's $2. And I know $2 ain't much, but I'm still trying to save money. Because I made a calculation and I realized that I spent $95 on food just in the past 4 days, which is ridiculous. So you know what? Time to not be that let's not be that generous to myself. So I didn't order a soda. But when I picked up my food, when I picked up my order, I instead asked the guy, I said, I have a question. Can I get water? And he just gave me a cup. Apparently water is free. Surprisingly, both surprisingly and unsurprisingly, because in America everything is free, but you know, also it's LA, so everything costs. But turns out it's free, and it's awesome. I'm so glad I asked this question, because otherwise I would have just ordered another soda, and it would be both unhealthy and costly. So yeah, I'm just gonna walk there now, and right on time. I am not recording you. Alright, time now is 11:13 p.m. on May 11th. Wow, totally uninteresting, boring, well, not boring, but very uninteresting day. Nothing important happened except of what I predicted exactly. So I left my place at around 4:25, 4:30, took the bus to Sansai Japanese Grill, had a nice dinner there. It was honestly pretty nice. Like for $12.6, I got some nice spicy teriyaki chicken, 2 salads, and even a little skillet thing with 2 mushrooms and some bell pepper and like a zucchini. Like, it was actually nice, and rice too. And judging by the amount of rice, that rice is definitely more than 300 milliliters. Because I know how much 300 milliliters of rice is. So that's definitely more. So that's really cool, actually. So yeah, that was a really nice dinner. Like, it was nice. I appreciate it. You know, walk to the college campus, and may the game begin. So, as I have expected, as I have predicted, Pepper's gonna show up. Thomas will show up, but I won't speak to Pepper. Thomas will do all the talking. Pepper will ignore me. I won't speak to Pepper, and that's it. And guess what? I was almost like 95% right. I didn't speak a single line to Pepper. Nothing significant, anyways. So I arrived, and it was like 7:45. It was like 5:45 ish. You know, I said hi to Thomas. We walked in, and lo and behold, Pepper's already inside the classroom. Usually she would be late, or a little bit later than us, but this time she's early. And Pepper's reaction to seeing me and Thomas is a little wave. Alright, so she acknowledges our existence, which is totally expected, because what are you going to do? Not wave? In order to keep the illusion that she still wants to, that she's still, you know, friendly to us. And you know, not even keeping the illusion, just basic stuff, basic greeting, you know, just a wave. Doesn't have to be a hi, it's just a wave, you know. So I wave back, you know. But you know, it doesn't hold any meaning. Like, a stranger could wave at me and I would wave back, you know. And then class begins, and once again I decided to sit behind Pepper and Thomas, right in the middle and then behind. So I'm basically gone. Pepper never looked backwards and looked at me. Thomas kind of did a few times, looked at me, you know. But Pepper, not a single glance. None. So today was actually a little bit special because we had 2 breaks. At around 7 o'clock, we had a small 20-30 minute break, which is actually quite long. So Thomas went to grab some food, and right off the bat, Thomas left the classroom, and Pepper kind of stayed behind. So I had the decision to go with Thomas or to stay with Pepper. But obviously, I'm going to go with Thomas and leave Pepper behind. I wanted to show her that I've abandoned her. So I left with Thomas, and Thomas didn't even notice that Pepper didn't come along. Thomas didn't even care. He took his little box of macaroni with chicken pieces, heated it in the microwave, grabbed some plastic forks, and went up to a small hidden classroom, also in the same building, and went in there and sat down and ate. And I was just there, and I was silent for the most part, but I wasn't forcing myself to be silent. I was naturally silent. Um, but yeah, we talked a little bit about, short film. Thomas has a new short film idea. Thomas talked about his film 20 class, which is also not going great. Even though Thomas has received a pretty good grade, like an A, I received a C for my scripted TV show idea. He received an A, good for him. But of course, he and I both know that the professor is not very good. He's a little old schooled. All right, it was nice. And I mentioned Pepper. I'm like, okay, do you think Pepper will be mad at us? We just ditched her. It's just me and Thomas in this classroom right now. And Thomas like, oh yeah. Okay, we went back down. Class continues. Pepper's in her seat the whole time, doing stuff on her own tablet. Which kind of makes sense given how busy Pepper is, probably some homework stuff. She's probably texting another person, she's probably texting her boyfriend. Um, and then, again, complete silence between me and Pepper. Class continues, and after that, there's a second break. And this time, Pepper didn't remain in her seat. This time, Pepper and Thomas left, and I was behind them. And this is where the awkwardness began, because at first, Thomas didn't finish his box of macaroni. So at first we were outside of the building, and it's really cold for some reason. It's cold, it's windy, it's dark. So Thomas went to the room to microwave, and I don't want to go in because it's going to be too obvious. If I walked, so me, Thomas, and Pepper walked outside of the classroom, and then Thomas quickly went into the room where he could microwave his box while Pepper stayed behind. If I also follow Thomas, it's going to be extremely obvious that I hate Pepper now. So I decided to stay, except I and Pepper didn't say a single thing to each other. And I wanted to look at my own phone, just to ignore her, but then at the same time, there's nothing I can look at. I don't want to look at Instagram, I don't want to look at Twitter, there's nothing to look at. So I just stared at the air. And there were a couple of moments where Pepper looked at me. And these moments are very noticeable. She didn't do this a lot, but during that break, she looked at me, I think, like twice. And I think these looks, these glances aren't like, oh my god, are you mad at me? Glances. These glances are like, Enoch's kind of quiet today. That's weird. Kind of glances. So a little bit later, we went back to the classroom, and this time it's me, Thomas, and Pepper in that classroom. As you have shown, I filmed that classroom because I'm smart. And I acted extra silent. This time I even forced myself to be silent. I mean, if I didn't force myself, I would still be very quiet, but there were a couple of points where I kind of want to join in the conversation because Thomas and Pepper are beginning to talk about short films and talk about film schools. But in my head, I also at the same time thought, okay, they're talking about the same things over and over again. It's still surface level. It's surface level. It's pointless. Clearly, this conversation ain't going anywhere. Clearly, this friendship isn't going anywhere. So, I didn't say a single word. Not a single word. I think at one point, I think it was Pepper who opened the door, or I opened the door and she said thank you. No, I didn't open any doors. But something like that happened. I don't know, but it wasn't significant. And then class continues and nothing happened. It could have been interesting because the professor began playing the short films, the projects we did for the class. And he played 4 videos and then he stopped. So he hadn't played ours yet. And then the professor started going through the 9 stills, 1 story assignment that we had to do earlier in March, where we had to take 9 photos and tell a story. And he went through like 6 of those, and then time's up, class is over. So there's that. I haven't seen Thomas's or Pepper's work yet. Um, and then yeah, class is over. And then so this is a very critical moment. This is a very freaking critical moment um because Pepper could either leave on her own or could leave with me and Thomas. Like Pepper could either like leave by herself or she could wait for me and Thomas to accompany her, because right off the bat Thomas went to the bathroom. And then it's just me and Pepper outside. And outside the bathroom waiting for him. Now I'm waiting for Thomas. Regardless, Pepper can leave. I won't care. I won't judge. I won't care. I'm staying, but Pepper's also staying. That's odd. And then I want to say something to her. In fact, I just want to tell her something like, "Did you check your WhatsApp? Like, do you hate me?" But I didn't say single thing. Pepper didn't say a single thing. Pepper kept looking at her phone. So clearly Pepper's trying to ignore me. It's so simple and clear. It's crystal clear, man. It's crystal fucking clear. She's trying to ignore me. At one point she realized how awkward the situation is, so she looked up from her phone and asked me, "Are we waiting for Thomas?" And I'm like, It's such a pointless question. Of course I'm waiting for him. What if I said no? What if I said no? I'm just gonna walk away suddenly? It's such a pointless question. There's no weight to this question. Like, there's no point in asking this question other than to try to de-awkward the situation. Thomas came out, and I and Pepper and Thomas, we left together. Once again, I'm behind them both. Pepper and Thomas started chatting, and I just followed them. And I kept looking at the floor, and I kept being silent. And it was actually quite tough, contrary to the belief, because I'm a quiet person. I'm an introvert, and I don't like speaking to people to begin with. But at the same time, I want to speak to Pepper and Thomas to a degree, because Thomas is beginning to talk about his short film ideas and when does he want to film it and all that stuff. And I just I thought to myself, you guys are talking about short films again. It's so surface level. It's not going anywhere. It's so pointless. B, I feel like I actually, for a certain degree, it felt good. I felt good trying to be silent because I realized that I've popped off. I've let loose. Like, I'm beginning to take my own life less seriously. So I'm gonna stay silent and see what their reactions will be. I don't care. I'm experimenting with myself, with my behavior. I'm playing with my own behavior to see other people's reaction, like other people are white mice. I'm beginning to be a little manipulative. Also, I applaud myself for being a little cold-blooded, because for all I care, I'm going to distance myself from Pepper and Thomas anyways at some point in the future. But I decided to keep Thomas close. I'm going to be friendly to Thomas. I'm going to tell Thomas the truth. But I'm going to do the opposite to Pepper. I'm going to shut up in front of Pepper, stay silent, blah, blah, blah. Because Thomas could still be of some use for my short film. Once he helped me in my short film, his purpose is done. I don't need him. I cut him off. And I know that's very manipulative and that's very evil, and I hate it when people do that. But that's also kind of a survival necessity in LA, you know. Yeah. Um, I I was silent the whole way through. And I think Pepper also began to notice, but Pepper never went up to me and go, "What's wrong, man?" In fact, it was Thomas who did that. Thomas was like, "Enoch, you're awfully quiet. What's up?" And this is actually fucking amazing because back in secondary school, nobody would do this. Back in secondary school, if I and Potato Gang or Bean Gang are walking along a street and I don't say a single word, nobody would question a thing. But this time, Thomas did. So at least I've improved in my social skill. But Pepper, once, not once did Pepper ask me anything or say anything to me. Not once. Other than that little thing outside of the bathroom. Which, again, didn't mean anything, didn't hold any weight. So we went to the bus stop, and at the bus stop there's a fat woman, and apparently that woman's also in my Film 31 class. I've never seen her. What the heck? And so it was a little awkward situation because my plan is to just stay silent while waiting for the bus. But now that she's here, if I stay silent, I'm gonna seem like an asshole. So I did say a little stuff, you know, she wants to get into theater, she wants to do lighting, and I said, "Oh, I want to do directing." And then it was a little awkward, so I decided to fill the dead air with, I want to get into UCLA, 1% acceptance rate. Okay. Bus arrived, they both left. Pepper didn't speak to me once. None. It was exactly as I've predicted, except for the little thing outside the bathroom. But then again, it's pointless. But Thomas noticed something's wrong, and after they both left, Thomas was like, Are you good? Are you okay?" And Thomas asked, did I do something? And I said, "No, not you. Not you. You didn't do something. Pepper did something." I didn't say that. But a little bit later, I decided, you know what? I'm going to be honest with Thomas. Not really because I'm an evil manipulator, but I just can't keep it in me anymore. I don't want to pretend anymore. So I'm just going to tell Thomas the truth. "Do you think Pepper hates me?" And I said, "Maybe I'm overthinking, but I think Pepper hates me." And Thomas asked why, and I said, "Well, Pepper's ignoring me, Pepper's ignoring my texts, and she doesn't speak much to me in real life either." And then Thomas said something surprising. Thomas said he felt that vibe too. He felt that Pepper doesn't like Thomas too, especially on the day we had the short film together. We made the short film together. So Pepper didn't take an Uber to Thomas's apartment. Thomas drove a car to pick her up. And on the way, they didn't chat a lot, and it was really awkward. And Thomas asked, "Oh, have you read your lines?" And Pepper's like, "No." So Pepper read the lines there, and it was really awkward. And Thomas also told me that Pepper seemed a little bit upset when she realized that Thomas isn't really good at directing. But it was small, it was insignificant. And Thomas also told me that he realized that throughout the conversation we had today, after the class, when I was following Pepper and Thomas behind them both, it was Thomas who mostly did the talking. Pepper didn't follow up much. Yeah. But the conclusion isn't that Pepper's a bad person, okay? So I began to say things like, okay, I don't know, what did I do wrong? Did I weird her off? Did I say something wrong to Pepper? Like what did I do wrong? And Thomas is like, okay, now you're sounding like a simp. And then Thomas told me, maybe it's because, okay, I told Thomas that Pepper has a boyfriend now. But Thomas asked me if I like Pepper. And I said, no, because that's the truth. And Thomas said, well, she's a nice looking girl. And I'm like, yeah. But after today, I have even more of a reason to not romantically like Pepper. I mean, Pepper just ignoring me. And also, during class, while we were watching a clip from Children of Men, when there was a loud jump, like Pepper also jumped. And when we were watching a clip, when the class laughed, she also laughed, and it's perfectly normal people stuff. But I like girls who are more emotionally restrained, who are stronger and more mysterious. So Pepper is like the opposite of that. So, not my type, not at all. So I don't like Pepper, but I want to be her friend at least. And then Thomas told me, well, if she has a boyfriend, maybe that's why she wants to not talk to you. It's because Pepper thinks I like her. So Pepper tries to distance herself from me because she already has a boyfriend. And that is a really sound argument. That is as sound as it gets. My legs are getting tired. Oh, fuck. Alright, but yeah, that's a very sound argument. And that could very well be true. But Thomas asked me if it's common in Hong Kong for men to be friends with women, platonic. And I said, I don't know, from my own experience, yes, because I was friends with I am still friends with Natalie, I'm friends with Pink, I'm friends with Miriam, I'm friends with Zara, and they all had dates. But I'm still friends with them because why not? Does that make me a weak loser? I don't think so. But maybe Pepper thinks differently. And Thomas even was so bold to say that maybe it's a cultural difference, like because Pepper's from Kowloon and I'm from Hong Kong Island, so maybe there's a bit of a cultural difference between districts in Hong Kong or something, which is kind of crazy, but I don't think that's the case. So, I don't know. So, there's that. That's the conclusion. And, I told Thomas like maybe something's wrong with me. Maybe I did something wrong. And then Thomas was like, okay, I'm going to be frank here. For the first few weeks when I met you, aka me, I thought you were a little bit self-absorbed because you kept talking and talking and talking without letting me talking. So maybe that's why Pepper doesn't want to speak to you. And I realized that's true, and I didn't get mad at the criticism. In fact, I didn't feel anything because all my life I've been criticized. I've been receiving nothing but criticism. So criticisms don't hurt me anymore because I've received so much of them already. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. That's true. And then Thomas said, well, if I'm getting self-absorbed, you should tell me too, And I'm like, yeah. And this is actually really good because now we're not only talking about film, we're talking about personal stuff. Which is a step forward, we aren't just talking about surface level stuff. What the heck? Did the lighting level of my phone just change? Something weird just happened. Okay. But yeah, that's good. So because of what happened today, I and Thomas became closer as friends. Which is really weird because at first I thought, okay, I'm going to ditch Thomas, I'm going to befriend Pepper. That's the plan. But now it's the opposite. Thomas also talked a little bit about his adoption, him being adopted, him looking for his biological parents in China, but he never got to, and he feels lucky that he never got to because he doesn't want to know how horrifying it must be. But yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, I don't know about Pepper, man. I really have no idea. So I definitely think Pepper had noticed that there's something wrong with me. if Pepper's intention is to distance herself from me, I think she has realized that I realized that. But at the same time, this won't change anything. I feel like next Wednesday, next Wednesday, next Wednesday, Pepper will still ignore me and it will still be awkward, just like today. I'm not going to try to force myself to be completely silent like today, but, I'll still talk, but it won't yield anything. And I think that's it. I think Pepper is just the kind of person whom I will just completely forget and will just completely abandon me a couple semesters later. In fact, one semester later, because in Film 32, I won't be with Pepper. I'll be in a different class. I can change to her class, except I won't. And that is the power move. And she'll just disappear from my life. So, yeah. That's that. And it's kind of sad, because I have a lot of things to say to Pepper. But, screw it. On a side note, when I was waiting, when Pepper was waiting at the bus stop with the fat woman, at one point I thought, okay, you know what? I should do fake accent. Not really fake. All of my accents are fake, but I should do an accent, do a Cantonese English accent just for the fun of it, because I've already lost it. I've lost my mind. Like, I've lost the coordination of my own life. Like, I'm gonna stay silent and see people's reaction because I have no attachments anymore. Like, I'm letting myself go, so why not, just pretend. But at the end I didn't, because it was too risky. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't, because that would definitely make Thomas question things. I wanted to tell Thomas that I wanted to tell Thomas that there are things wrong with him as well, but I haven't. So I'm keeping my cards. I'm playing it right. But yeah, it appears that Pepper won't be my friend, I guess. So I have to look for another. In fact, I already have another. Christian. I spoke to Christian on Discord about the film homework, and he actually responded. What a mad lad. What a mad lad. So we have that going, at least. Fuck. Turns out I filmed my entire 25-minute rant in 1080p. That's a lot of space. So a little bit more stuff. The Russian girl who tried to give the professor a cake last Wednesday, because last Wednesday was the professor's birthday. The Russian girl, Liana, she is she's cute, but she's also kind of hateable. So she her 9 still 1 story assignment is basically 9 photos of a squirrel basically going towards her hand, which is holding out some nuts. And honestly, at that point, I really wanted to joke, like, what the dog doing? Or that's a funny looking dog, and eats nuts and all that. But it's just hilarious because the professor kind of ripped her assignment apart. Like, there's no story. Like, why are you taking photos of squirrels? There is no story. And it's funny because the Russian girl tried to give him the cake as a nice gesture, and next week, not only does the professor not know that it's her and her boyfriend, but also rip her assignment apart. But not only that, when I got out of the classroom, I saw the Russian girl with another Asian guy. So she's probably changed boyfriend. Now, for someone like her, platonic relationships are pretty much completely gone. Especially given the fact that when I tried to say hi to her in the third week, she just ignored me. Um, so I thought she's you either fuck me or you fuck off kind of girl. That's a good line. Fuck me or fuck off. Um, yeah, which is unfortunately I feel like also what Pepper is doing. Another little addendum is that during the second break, Thomas basically talked about you know what sort of people he knows. That's gonna work on his new short film idea about a pregnant Chinese woman who decided to give her child away for adoption, to abort it or give her child away. And he wants a Cantonese or Mandarin speaking woman. And Pepper's like, Tom is like, do you want to work on my short film? And Pepper's like, I'm down. And then I said, I didn't say to Pepper, but I said to Thomas like, do you know like other people who are also Chinese? And then Thomas said, uh, he knows an East Asian girl who is Chinese Japanese, but she's born here and she only speaks Japanese and English. And Pepper said, wow, that's so cool. I want to meet her. And at that point, I got a little bit pissed off. Of course she's cool. Of course I want to meet her too. Um, but like, yeah, but like, it just pisses me off that, oh, so that's how you make friends now, are you? Wow, you're so cool. I want to meet you. Let's hang out. Yay, let's party. But I can't do that. I find people cool. You know, like I'm the kind of person who can see something like I can see someone on Instagram and I'm like, damn, I want to hang out with that person. I want to be friends with that person. I want to know that person. And I keep thinking that for weeks after weeks after weeks after weeks after weeks and not make a move because it's so difficult to make a move. So it's ultimately my problem. Like, I'm such a fucking loser. So, yeah. I feel like this is gonna be boring because, like, there's still gonna be about a month more before the semester ends. And I'm still gonna have to deal with Pepper for like 4 more weeks. Or 3 more, I think. 4 more. And it's going to be tough. So I feel like at some point I'm gonna confront Pepper and ask her, like, why are you ignoring me? And if Pepper really does think that I like her romantically, I'm gonna clarify. I don't like you romantically. Um, but yeah, I feel like Pepper realized what's up, or I feel like Pepper realized that I realized something's wrong, and I feel like Pepper will maybe do something about it next week. But I don't know. But I'll confront her at some point, maybe. Um, but yeah, I feel like I can abandon Pepper easily. I can abandon her easily. It's no big deal, no biggie. Um, um, I'm not even looking for a girlfriend now. I'm looking for friends, and I want to take a jab at EAS, East Asian Society, and I think there are other ways to get in, especially with Film 32 next semester. Um, but that's too far from now. That's a couple months from now. That's 3 months from now, actually. Actually, four. If I get into Film 32 and the Japanese lady, Aika, is there, there's that. And I'm sure there are other Japanese, like, students too, film students. I can check actually, but that's too far away. If I were to take a jab now, I have no idea what to do actually, other than Hong Kong Student Association, perhaps, and film club, International Student Forum, something like that. But Pepper's a dead end. Pepper will not bring me anywhere. Pepper's a dead end. I can't know more friends via Pepper. That's impossible now. As much as I want to, that's kind of impossible now. And yeah, that's all I guess. So I'm gonna cut myself some orange. I'm gonna eat ice cream. I'm gonna eat some jelly, and then tomorrow it's gonna be a chill day. I'm gonna go watch the Northman. Yeah. All right, so time now is 12 exactly at noon. Wow, I had a good sleep for some reason. I slept very late at around 3:40, but it's all the freaking way until 11:40. All the friggin' way. Yeah, it's really good. And I realized that my mustache is growing back in a faster rate than I expected. All right, so today's gonna be a bra day, a bra moment day, because I will be going to a Spanish Zoom class. There's gonna be a mini makeover exam, and then afterwards I'm going to go watch The Northman. I'm going to go for the 6:25 p.m. screening of The Northman at Cinemark 18 next D. And after I watched it, I'm gonna come back home and have dinner. Which means that before going, I'll eat a Snickers bar to fill my stomach first. Um, but yeah, I woke up very late. I actually wish I would have woken up a little earlier. I didn't set an alarm, by the way. Naturally woke up. I had a very depressing dream where me and my mom and I think my brother were there were guns pointed at us because we forgot to pay our taxes. So the IRS or whatever version that is banged the door, opened the door, and started pointing the gun at us. And at that point, I have already embraced that we're gonna die. But I cried and I said, "Don't worry, because we already have died many times." And what I meant was, throughout our journey, because at that point in that dream, we weren't in Hong Kong or US or anything. We were in some random country. So we were in a long journey, like a trip. And we have already encountered so many near death experiences. It's just that this time they have won once, and we have survived so many times. So I guess it makes the situation feel a little better. And then I woke up. There's no resolution to this. Like, I don't know if I truly did die in the dream or not. But yeah, it was quite depressing, I guess. But yeah, wow, I feel kind of guilty because I talked too much last night. I mean, too as to be expected because it's about Pepper and I have a lot of thoughts about Pepper. But yeah, honestly, I don't feel that bad. If yesterday ended with Pepper and Thomas leaving and me staying silent the whole time, I would probably be really depressed last night and so on. But after Pepper had left, I had told Thomas the truth. It actually made my day a little better. Like it made me feel a little better. But yeah, as much as I want to hang out with Pepper and be her friend and all that, I just I just think Pepper's a dead end. Because again, yesterday has proven that Pepper doesn't even want to speak to me. Like Pepper never at one point asked me what's wrong or how are you doing. The only time Pepper had said something to me was, "Are we waiting for Thomas?" Which is a bullshit, pointless question. Of course we are. Doesn't matter what I answer. we will still be waiting for Thomas because we already have been waiting for Thomas. So yeah, Pepper's a dead end. Now I really want to take another jab at EAS, and it's kind of sad that level 2 is so difficult to achieve. I've been wanting to achieve it since the start of April because ever since April 4th, level 1 is over. I'm moving on to level 2. Um, but yeah, it just appears that it's going to be way more difficult than I thought. Good thing is there are still people like Potter out there who are still responding to me. Potter has moved. So Potter told me that he's moved. I asked him if he quit his job, and then he said after he received his next paycheck, he's gonna quit, and then he's gonna go and maybe find another job. And then he asked me if I have a job in which I cannot disclose, but you know, it's good that someone like Potter still exists. I don't think I'm a close friend of his, even though I trust him. And when I hang out with him, I say whatever I want. But I wouldn't say Potter's exactly the kind of person whom I can, like, 100% vent at. Um, yeah. Um, that's all, really, man. That's really all. Um, but oh, I forgot to mention that yesterday I and Thomas did discuss during our first break what to do with the film club stuff. And he said, I asked him if he does get into screenwriting club board member team, what position do you want to be in? And he said, president, go big or go home. And that's actually perfect because I don't want to be president because that's too much work, but I want to be vice president. Imagine being vice president of a screenwriting club. That would be fire. Or editing club or cinematography club or whatever branch club, just not the main club because the main club's probably going to be, you know, it's a huge deal. The main film club, they're going to hold elections, but for the branch clubs, they don't even need elections. You just get elected immediately because nobody cares. So I'm gonna go for vice chairperson of screenwriting club, and I'm actually gonna do something. So that's cool. And yeah. And then if I do get into UCLA or USC, I'm gonna try to join the board members of the Hong Kong Student Association or something like that. Because A, I want to make friends. B, there's gonna be drama, and I want to witness it, and I don't want to miss out because of my FOMO. 3, I want to do something good. Like do something that impacts Hong Kong culture. And I think it's a good spot to start from there. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna shut up, have breakfast and lunch, film a couple of reviews, and then just call it a day. Okay, let's try this cookie and cream cake from Ralph's. Yes, I've tried the lemon cake. I've tried the chocolate marshmallow. That's the last cake I've tried. I've tried the Belgian chocolate cake. I've tried the carrot cake. So this is my 5th cake. Clearly they used the wrong box for this because this box is too small. But it still fits. Alright. Expect this to be extremely sweet. Excruciatingly sweet. But here we go. Yep. Holy shit. Alright, my hair is still a mess. Time now is 4:40 p.m. I finished my Spanish makeover exam and I feel like I fucked up, but I don't know. I thought it would be easier, to be honest. I was a little confident, but then about 10 minutes before the makeover exam, I'm like, hold on. I'm actually not sure about this. And then when I did the exam, it's like, okay, what the heck. So yeah, in about half an hour, I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna go to watch The Northman. And before that, I'm gonna finish the cake in the fridge. And yeah, I'm gonna go to the same cinema I went to 3 times. Twice? Yeah, I've been there twice. I'm gonna go there again. And as early as possible, that would be good. Alright, it's 6:04 a.m., 6:04 p.m. I'm early, holy crap. I actually have a lot of time until the movie begins. I've been thinking about saving money because I realized that I've already spent about $290 something this month, which is kind of alarming. Consider that I ain't even halfway. So, you know, gotta think about the cost. So maybe I won't watch Doctor Strange in theaters, but since I've gone here already, I'm gonna watch The Northman. And the ticket shouldn't be that expensive. According to Cinemark.com, it's supposed to be $11, $11.50. So let's do it. All right, I bought it $11.50. Wow. All right. So the person at the counter told me to show my ID because it's R-rated and it's over 18, but I'm 19, so of course I could watch it. But he's like, show your ID, and I tried to show him, but I didn't bring anything. I didn't bring a passport or whatever. And I tried to go to my college website, but I can't find any. House 1, actually right here. I can't find any, so it's like, it's awkward. And I just stood there trying to look for the college website and trying to look for a spot, trying to look for something, to prove that I'm over 18. And then at the end I explained I'm at college, I'm a second year. So he's like, oh, fine, you know what, you can go, you're good. So that's that. Alright, I'm gonna wait here. So yay, I guess. Alright, time now is 9:02 p.m. Movie done. Really good. Enjoy the experience. According to Transit, the next CC6 bus will arrive in about 31 minutes. So I'm just gonna stand here for 31 minutes straight. Yay. And I will probably have my dinner finally at around 10 p.m. because why not?
She started acting funny. She was set up. All right, yeah. All right, she was set up. All right. It's time to go. Time to go.
Alright, time now is 11:44 p.m. Just gonna end it off right here. Everything went smoothly. Everything went totally smoothly. I went to the Cinemark 18 and XD, bought the ticket, and I ran into a bit of a road bump, but the guy let me through at the end because I'm 19. Come on, I watched the movie, and there weren't a lot of people in the cinema. The whole row, it's just nobody. But there were people in front of me, and there were people, like some people behind me, but like not a lot of people in the cinema. Watched the whole thing. The end, we left. The bus didn't come until like half an hour later, so I had to stand there in the cold wind for half an hour. I don't know why, but it's really cold today. And then went back home, and in the second last bus stop before mine, there was this black guy, and he constantly chatted with the bus driver, and you can tell the bus driver doesn't want to talk anymore. But the black guy kept talking and talking and talking and talking and talking, and it was so annoying. And I feel like they didn't even know that I exist. I'm waiting, man. I gotta go home. It's late. Finally went back home at around 10:20 ish. Cooked, ate. Here I am. So yeah, this is dinner at 10:40. That's a bit late, a wee bit late. But it was a good dinner. You know, I had steak, had spaghetti, which is very good. Like this time I bought chunky ragu sauce, and also this time I used a more expensive spaghetti. So this time it actually tastes really good. Plus I added 2 slices of cheese, which made it even better in my opinion. So yeah, it's good. It's good. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at this. I don't have much else to talk about really. Tomorrow's gonna be a chill day. I think I'm gonna go to the water in the well. I think there's gonna be a uh screenwriting club meeting thing going on. Hopefully there is one because I want to attend one. If there is one, I would want to attend. Um, yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Not much else. Not much else. And that is all. I spent a great deal amount of time today just thinking about like on the bus and on my way back on my short film and how I want to do it because usually for me movie ideas come in a snap of a finger. They just happen. I have this idea suddenly and I just love it and I don't forget about it. That's an idea. That's a movie idea. But for some reason for my short film this isn't happening. I'm not getting the idea in a snap of a finger in the spur of the moment. The idea I had was more like a very gradual thing, you know, like I had sort of like this vague feeling of, you know, I want to shoot in Chinatown. I want to do a short film about being an immigrant, being lost, because that's the only thing I can think of. The only thing that I can relate to right now as a writer, the only thing I can project my feelings onto, the only situation is my own situation, which is being lost, being an immigrant, missing home. Um, so it was a very gradual thing. And again, I had several small ideas, and I'm trying to combine all these small ideas gradually into a bigger short film idea. But I'm still struggling. I still can't find a conflict. I still can't find a good immediate story. I only have the vibe. It's the same issue I have with the last short film, Dreams of an Empty Street. Before the rewrite, the script was super vague. Like nothing happens, you know. But it was thanks to the producer who helped me rewrite the whole thing, and now there seems to be something happening. Um, but it was a little more art house before the rewrite, not in a good way, in a boring way. Also, wow, my mustache is growing back. It's only been like 2 days. It's only been 3 days. That is fast. God damn. I can shave again like tomorrow. Like wow. All right. Um yeah, holy crap. Um oh yeah, so tomorrow there's going to be a oh there isn't going to be. All right. No. What am I saying? Yeah, tomorrow there is a screenwriting club meeting, but the thing I'm looking at right now isn't about that. It's about screenwriting, but it's not about the meeting. So there's that. Um yeah. I don't know. I'll show up tomorrow. See what's happened. And yeah, that's all. That's all. There really is. Nothing else I can talk about.